Hi, John Kuzma from EndZoneBlog.com, and today's topic that we're going to talk about is the Cleveland Browns. Odell Beckham Jr. recently made some interesting comments to the media. He said he wants to turn the Browns into the Patriots, and while, Odell Beckham Jr. probably meant well by that statement, he wanted to hype up Cleveland's fans and, just kind of get people excited for the season. He kind of stepped out of line a little bit because it almost seems like he showed up and proclaimed himself to be the savior. Now, to be fair, the Cleveland Browns won 7 games last year before Odell Beckham Jr. even arrived. So the worst was already in the rearview mirror. And the reason why Cleveland was able to get through one of the worst stretches in NFL history that we've ever seen, which was, the Hugh Jackson era in Cleveland, is because, the Browns drafted Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is the real reason that, Cleveland has a chance to make the playoffs this season. And it's pretty obvious, when you have this quarterback, he's taken number 1 overall in the draft, and he breaks the rookie record with 27 touchdown passes in his first year of NFL action. It's pretty obvious that Baker Mayfield is the real savior of this organization. So Odell Beckham Jr. can say, he wants to turn the Browns into the Patriots, but, Cleveland, like I said, they had 7 wins before Odell Beckham Jr., Kareem Hunt, and Olivier Vernon even showed up. Yeah, those guys can put them over the top and at least get them into the playoffs, I guess you can say. But, if you take Baker Mayfield out of the mix, then Cleveland has no shot. They're dead in the water. You could take Odell Beckham Jr. out of it, and they would probably be around 8 or 9 wins, probably just on the outside looking into the playoffs. I think with Odell Beckham Jr., they can get that 10th win, which is a realistic goal for them with all the talent they have. And usually 10 wins does get you into the playoffs. But just don't forget who we really need to consider the X factor of this team. It's Baker Mayfield, and what he's been able to do is the reason this whole franchise and fan base is so enthusiastic heading into the season. Without Baker Mayfield, none of it's possible. And Odell Beckham Jr., I know you meant well, but don't do the things that you did in New York. The Browns don't need that. And Baker Mayfield's a little bit fiery himself. So he's naturally a little prickly, and he's going to cause a little conflict on his own. If, Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham Jr. are melting down too, then, even though the Cleveland Browns have a chance to reap some really high rewards, it could all become too combustible and blow up and melt down too. So these guys have to watch their personalities. They have to play for each other. They have to put the team first. They have to calm their egos, and that's not exactly Odell Beckham Jr.'s strong point. His best or biggest strength, I guess you can say, is the production he gives you on the field. But, the punching the net, the running out of the stadium to get an IV at halftime, those things get talked about by the media. They get picked up. Luckily, Cleveland isn't New York, and, we all know how crazy the New York media is. They'll nitpick everything. But still, the Browns had to reel it in, make sure their only focus is winning football games, not, talking to the press or wilding out on social media or anything like that. You got to eliminate distractions, and your only focus can be improving your craft and getting that win every week on Sunday. I'm John Kuzma. Check out EndZoneBlog.com.